And welcome back everyone to Nuts and Developments, and today we're making this amazing inspection animation for your FPS games. You can use any view model you want, but I'll be using this one I'm making in my FPS game step-by-step tutorial, which you can see in the top right corner or in the description below this video. This tutorial is very easy, takes like 10 minutes max. It's compatible with any game, and then if you have any trouble, you can just ask. Also, I will be giving this view model for you guys to download just in case you don't have one. And that's going to be today's video. Also wanted to remind you that at 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away 5,000 Robux to 5 lucky people, so 5 per person. If you're interested in that, please subscribe. And then a lot of people had errors with my last shooting system tutorial, so I will be making this full game downloadable. I'll make it open source for all of you guys to just simply download and learn from and use. So that will be next Saturday if I reach 800 subscribers. And let's get into the video. For this tutorial, I will be using this AK-74 view model that I made in my how to make an FPS game playlist, which is linked in this corner right here or down in the description below this video. You can also use any view model that you might have or you made, or you can just simply download this. If you look at my description and then click join my Discord server in downloadable files shooting system, this AK-74 RBXM is the file you can just download and import into your game, which is this exact view model. Also, you're going to use a camera locker. You don't have to have this, but I would highly recommend it just because of how helpful it is. Basically, what it does is if you select your camera and click camera locker, it allows you to look at your view model and the animations without having to like start and play your game every single time. So that will save you a lot of time. And then you're also going to be using just the standard animation editor that comes with Roblox Studio. So let's start animating. You're going to go ahead and click animation editor. It should show up. Then you're going to go ahead and select your view model and you can name it whatever you want. I'll name it AK-74 inspect. Now you're going to see your AK-74 right here or whatever view model you're using. Click the little plus sign and then add all body. What this will do is add every single component that's inside of your view model. Also, if you were rigging it by yourself and let's say everything is connected to main, make sure it's joints and not welds, because sometimes if you do welds, this will not open up. Now you can finally start animating. So you're gonna start off by taking your animation slider and moving it 1 frame or 1 second, just because when you start moving things, they're going to save the original frame. So the startup position in the first part and then whatever changes you make in the second. So start off with 1 frame forward. Other than that, you can start animating. So go ahead and find wherever it says right arm. You're gonna click shift on your keyboard and select everything that's not fake camera or the left arm. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by just moving it out forward, just because I want the character to kind of like push the gun away so they can see the whole thing. So move that right about there, and then make sure rotate and move are off. This will allow you to edit way easier. So now that we moved it forward, I will move it down and I'll explain why in a second, because right now we're going to rotate it and the gun's gonna start. First of all, I'll take it to the left and then rotate it this way and then this way. So you see the gun's gonna like look up anyway. Now we're going to check what this looks like by using the plugin I told you about, Camera Locker, and this will be linked in the description of this video and it is free to use. So in your view model, click fake camera and then this plugin. It just allows you to kind of preview what you're doing, and this is fine, but I'm gonna tilt it up way more just because I want it to be good. So go ahead and rotate it a lot more. So wait, sometimes you gotta find the right angle. Right, I think maybe a little bit more. So I think right there should be good. And I'm gonna check it. Camera locker. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So don't forget you do have to put the left arm back in. So just exit camera locker. Now we're gonna do the left arm. Still in the same frame. So you're going to go ahead and find left arm and just tilt it up, and also move it. I think right here is fine. Also, I would kind of recommend that I will actually do it. I'll select just the gun itself. So everything other than right arm, left arm, and fake camera. And just move it away from the arm a little bit. So here. I know it looks weird from this side, but this allows your player to actually see the full gun and not your arm in the way. So not too much though. So here and then the left arm. Just get it out of the way a little bit. Let's look at the fake camera and see what's going on. So here. I like that. That looks good. Maybe forward a little bit more, but overall I like this. Now we're going to go ahead and move either 2 or 3 frames, just because you kind of want the player to hold the gun in that position. Actually, maybe even 4. Let's move 4. Or you could add like a little of a movement at like 2. So let's say you skip 2 more frames and then go ahead and like, I don't know, select everything again but the fake camera left arm or right arm. So shift, select that, and now go ahead and just move it, I don't know, maybe just like up a little bit. Actually, move the right arm up a little bit too, just to match the gun. So there goes our gun being held for a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and move the slider another 2 frames, and now we're going to probably, I think I'm going to flip it over just because that will look cool. So go ahead, select again everything but the arms or the fake camera. So take all of that, and then rotate it over itself like so. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of like a forward angle and a little bit more up, just because I want the player to actually see the side of the gun. Maybe a little bit this way. Okay, great. Now we're going to take the right arm and then just set it kind of like, give it a little bit of rotation. So go ahead and twist it a little, just to kind of match that we move the gun, and then move it as if the player is holding it. So kinda like that. And then let's set the second arm also in place. So, and you have to think, because with these arms you can't really tell where the palm is. So I'll just kind of make it as this right side. So select the arm, rotate it, this way, and then set it in position as if the player was holding it. So there. And then maybe skip another 2 frames just to make that hold effect, and then literally just go ahead and move everything. So select everything and just move it this way. Everything but the fake camera. So, and again, we can just check what this will look like with our camera locker. I like that. I think it looks good. Maybe just a little bit more up or forward. So a little bit more this way. Okay. Now that we kind of have the whole animation down, basically, we're going to move another 2 frames and then just use the good old like return trick. You're just going to go ahead, copy the very first frame. So click here, and you kind of want to like select this line. As you can see, everything in the very first frame was selected. And then move another, wait, first of all, go ahead, copy this. So copy selected. Oh wait, I clicked cut by accident. So copy selected, move 2 frames, and literally just paste it all in. You can click Control V on your keyboard. It all just spawns back in. Let's kind of play this. It might look really fast right now just because like you have it set to 9 seconds. You can change this by going into settings and then playback speed, set it to half. And you can kind of see what that looks like. Go ahead, select your fake camera. Use the camera locker feature to see what you're looking at. And this is really fast, so what you can do is from this corner, just drag your mouse, select everything. So as you can see, all of like these little components are selected. And right here, if you kind of move your cursor over this, you can see this little stretch tool. And I would stretch this animation to about like what is that, like it says a minute. It's not actually a minute, but I just keep going until it hits like, so anything over a minute should be fine. Basically what this will do is just make it a lot more like slow and smooth. I would actually make it more, I want it longer. So right here, just type in 2 minutes. Just 2. And then it should like spread out, and again just stretch it to 2 minutes. And then you can view this. So here your character kind of looks at the gun, and I like this. I do think this is good. I would also in settings change this to, set this back to 1 and set this to 60 FPS. So this is what your actual player will see. Here he inspects the gun, puts it away. You can also stretch some of these parts out just to have like more of like a hold, for example here or right here. But I like what this looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and click these little 3 dots up top and click publish to Roblox. Whatever here it says doesn't really matter. Basically this is your title, and then I don't know, it might be like AK-74 inspect, whatever, that's good. Save that, and right here you should have an ID. So click this little copy button. Make sure to copy this because it's kind of annoying if you don't. You're gonna have to go and look for it or have to republish the animation. But basically we are done with animating. We can close this, and then this part is for people who are doing my tutorial or for those who want to actually implement this into their game and are not here just to animate. Basically, in order to make this playable, you're going to go into wherever your view, let's say in replicated storage, modules, AK-74 we just animated, open that up. You're going to add a couple of lines. If you click the link in the description below my video, there should be like code or something. You're going to have two different files of code. You're going to go ahead, copy this one, first of all, Module Inspection Edition. So two of these lines, copy those back into your Roblox game. And right after where it says reload anim and reload sound, you're not going to have these. So you're just going to go ahead and like, yours is going to look kind of like this. After reload sound, click enter twice, paste those two lines in, and I would delete the space in between them. Basically, this is your inspect animation. So the code that you copied, paste it right here. The code that we just copied from your published animation, paste it right there. And then go back to here, copy the inspect time, back in your game, right after where it says reload time, you're gonna click enter and paste inspect time. Basically, this is the thing that controls how long your animation is. So I'm gonna set this to 2 seconds because I think that's right about what it was. Now we're going to go ahead and go into our framework client code, and you have to add a lot of things to it to like make it work, but lucky for you, I'm literally just giving you guys the whole framework client code, so you can go ahead and just copy all of it. This might take a second because it's like almost 18 pages long, I think. Copy that, go back into your game, delete all of this stuff, and then just paste it in. And if you're interested, everywhere it says here is what I changed. So I have added all of the locals, all of the nils, inspection and animation start stops, and then I'm just going to talk about the most important stuff. If you click Control F and then just write inspect, it's going to allow you to just scroll through all of the parts that I named inspect and added to the code. You can now find the inspect function, which is this one, function inspect, on line 388. This is what happens when you play the animation. Basically, animation plays, fire animation stops. So most of the things stop, your animation plays, you're waiting for that time that we added in the modules, and then it's going to be set to false. And what you probably care about the most is the actual trigger that sets it off, which is this on line 607. This is the key code that sets off the inspection. If you want to change this, just literally delete it and change it to any letter you want, for example like Y or something, but I like F. So what this means is when you click F, your animation is going to play, and this is the function that it sets off. Now if you did that, you should be all good, and let's test out our game. So go ahead, zoom in. Now if you click the F button on your keyboard, it will just set it off. So F, and your animation plays. You could make it like slower so it doesn't like turn that fast, but I like what we got. So here and here it works. Also very important, if you're making this for one of your guns and you're following my tutorials, you will have to add the inspect anim, inspect sound, and inspect time to every single one of your guns. So every single module script that you have, you're going to have to add those 3 lines of code that are in the module inspection edition. Other than that, you're done. You can go ahead and just enjoy it. So that's what it looks like. It's great. If you're having trouble, go ahead and ask in the description below this video, Also, if you don't know yet, I will be releasing this full game for you to download. It will just be linked probably in my Discord or maybe on Roblox. So I'll make it open source if I reach 800 subscribers by next Saturday, and I will just teach you guys how to use it because a lot of people had trouble with the shooting system. So this will be completely open source. You'll be able to download it and use it and learn from it. If you're interested in that, please like, subscribe. Let me know what kind of tutorials you want to see next. If you have any questions, problems, concerns, go ahead and reach out. Also, at 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away 5,000 Robux to 5 lucky people, so 1,000 each. If you want to be a part of that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and see you in the next one.